Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to make a quick video for anybody who wants to have success in life and they're wondering and they're chasing it and they're on the grind and they're trying to figure it out. I want to just send this reminder because I was reminded of this morning. So the Bible clearly says that we should seek the kingdom and everything else will be added unto us, right? And so God is very clear about how we reach success, right? And I know that this is a scripture that people talk about a lot, but I don't know if we really have taken the chance or the opportunity to really dive into what that means, right? Like sometimes we could be seeking our job, sometimes we could be seeking our desires to want to be in a relationship, to want to be married, to want to have kids, to want to get $1 million. And with all of those things, we end up making those things a priority instead of the kingdom a priority. And so I just think back to some of my most successful times, some of my most the opportunity the opportunities in my life where I grew the fastest, right? Or had the most exponential growth. It wasn't that I was working harder in the business. It wasn't that I was working harder in any other area. I was working hard, but the one area that I put first and forward was always when I was in my word, always when I was in prayer, always when I was aligned with God. That is when I see my most growth. I mean, I went from a job where I was making very little and my salary doubled, and then it added more unto me. But I didn't do those things by looking for a job. I didn't do those things by trying to kiss behind or become anything. All I did was sit at God's feet, and God, he presented opportunities in front of me. He aligned the places I went. And so I know that we are sometimes so ready to seek success, right? Like that's the thing in this world. There's this language that I'm noticing that's going on. And this message is really for myself, but I'm sharing it with someone else. There's this message of success, right? Success is from the world. And then there's the message of kingdom, and kingdom is from Christ, right? And so we know that we are to make things as if in heaven on earth, right? That's what we ask God to do, right? So we're really asking God to share the information from heaven so that we can pour out what he would like to do and be used as a vessel on earth, right? But a lot of times I find myself getting distracted, right? And what do I mean by that? Getting distracted by like business. Okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I don't even think about how I can introduce or bring kingdom into it. So for anybody looking for success, especially this year, the success is not going to come from how much you do in your business. The success is going to come from first putting God first putting the kingdom first, and then all of those things will be added unto you, right? So a lot of times it's about aligning with God. Even in our relationships, God says, okay, if you want a successful relationship, then he asks that you bring it unto him first. So if you want a marriage, right? God says, make it official in front of God, right? And from there, what happens? Then it says, a man who finds a wife is blessed, right? His family is blessed. And so all of these things, all the things that we're really seeking in life, we're never going to get by seeking them in the world. We're only going to get it by seeking the Father. And that's what I learned this week, that no matter how, and I really learned this because I've been getting up at 5:00, 5:30 in the morning. I've been going to the gym, and then after, in between my gym time, I make about 15 to 20 minutes to pray. But what God has been showing me is that if I could get up for the gym in the morning to get my body right, like those things are good. But if I don't spend that time, if I don't commit that time to my spiritual growth, then there's a limit to where things can go, right? Like I have to put God first. And so I just wonder sometimes if these jobs, these things that we do, or these people we want to impress, the money we want to make, the success and whatever that is in our mind, the mansion is really deterring us from getting those things to actuality. Because if we sat at God's feet, if we sit in silence in the morning, if I wake up at 4:30 to go to prayer, or even if I do it in the afternoon, I'm not saying you have to do it in the morning. I find it helpful for me, but the more intentional I make my relationship with Christ, the more I will see blessings from heaven rain down in my life on earth. And so I just wanted to remind people that don't get caught up in the success to the point where you remove or you disconnect from the kingdom. When you connect to the kingdom, then everything else is granted to you. So I hope this video helps y'all, because I just had this revelation today. Like, yes, I'm doing all the things of earth, but my spirit needs to be filled up with God for all of these things to really happen. So I hope this message is good. I hope it helps somebody. I'm out, guys. Have a great day.